right. Once more, that Saiyan is venturing into the domain of the gods. It's magnificent! If he's truly done it, and
Mike. Almost forgot about Mike.
I have gossip for you.
If you go back to slide 3, yeah, revenue for last.
just like sea.
Alright, we're live. That's what matters. Alright. So let's just get a quick Reactz video in. Let's just get one, because I've been very least and I've been procrastinating the whole day. So I just need to. What am I click on? Alright, let's see. Let's reload the page. And I'm just going to get something quick. You just need to. Alright, that's good. So, we'll get this. The art of nothing. Alright, now, you guys see me. Alright, I found something.
Alright, so
We're gonna be watching The Science of Getting Rich by Ross Lynn. Let's get started.
Alright, so you're broke, I'm broke, Jeff Bezos is not. So, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Is there an actual science to getting rich? Or did some people just spawn in with a VIP Game Pass? And why can't we, the broke ones, get the hold of that VIP Game Pass? Well, today, I'm exposing everything behind the scenes of making money. And I'm not gatekeeping a shit. And hopefully by the end of this, we'll all be rich. Or at least less broke. Okay,
just watching one video makes you
money
rich.
isn't real. Well, it's technically real in the sense that you can buy tacos with it. But in the grand scheme of the universe, it's just paper and digital numbers we all agree to give value to. Money is literally a game, except instead of jumping on mushrooms like Mario, we're out here paying taxes and pretending to understand credit scores. Think of money like Monopoly. Some people start the game already owning Boardwalk and Park Place. Some people start the game with nothing but debt and bad luck. And some people figure out how to hack the game, like those people who buy all the railroads and suddenly control the entire transportation system. The economy works the same way. Rich people own the game board. They invest in companies, real estate, and stocks. Most people trade time for money. They work a 9 to 5 and get paid a fixed salary. But here's the catch. The game is rigged so that just working hard doesn't necessarily make you win. And don't get me wrong.
All you wanted was to add a column while planning your next sprint. Maybe it's time to move to Monday Dev. Here are 5 Monday Dev.
Hard work matters, but only if you're working on the right things. Now, you might be thinking, wait, if money is a game, how come some people start with a full inventory of cheat codes, while others are stuck doing side quests just to survive? The reason?
Oh my god, I forgot to put fucking record. Alright. Just check something out. Oh my god, that's so fucking annoying. I always forget to put record. Alright.
Alright, so
Alright, so we're gonna be watching The Science of Getting Rich by Ross Lynn.
Alright, so you're broke, I'm broke, Jeff Bezos is not. So, what's going on here? Is there an actual science to getting rich? Or did some people just spawn in with a VIP Game Pass? And why can't we, the broke ones, get the hold of that VIP Game Pass? Well, today, I'm exposing everything behind the scenes of making money. And I'm not gatekeeping a shit. And hopefully by the end of this, we'll all be rich. Or at least, less broke. Okay, here's the thing. Money isn't real. Well, it's technically real in the sense that you can buy tacos with it. But in the grand scheme of the universe, it's just paper and digital numbers we all agree to give value to. Money is literally a game, except instead of jumping on mushrooms like Mario, we're out here paying taxes and pretending to understand credit scores. Think of money like Monopoly. Some people start the game already owning Boardwalk and Park Place. Some people start the game with nothing but debt and bad luck. And some people figure out how to hack the game. Like those people who buy all the railroads and suddenly control the entire transportation
If 4 railroads are owned, you're fucked. Damn.
system. The economy works the same way. Rich people own the game board. They invest in companies, real estate, and stocks. Most people trade time for money. They work a 9 to 5 and get paid a fixed salary. But here's the catch. The game is rigged so that just working hard doesn't necessarily make you win. And don't get me wrong, hard work matters, but only if you're working on the right things.
Dude, honestly, I think that's amazing because you can be working 9 to 5, but let's say that you use your hours from, you get home, straight home, and you work from like 6 to 10. You can still have, or 6 to 10, 6 to 11, and then keep doing that repeatedly over and over and over again. Then you will probably end up like making it out somehow. And I think that's the beauty of it because you do have enough time for you to like get something going when you're not working. But it depends on the people that put in the work towards something that will actually like make them get money somehow, like a little side hustle, anything like that. If they're selling something online, anything like that, a hobby, if they like painting, whatever, they'll probably most likely be successful. Or it can be like just hitting the gym. This guy can hit the gym, get jacked in like 3 months from just going to the gym after work. Gets out to the gym at 6, leaves by like 7:30, 8 after 2 hours in the gym, and then just eats clean. That guy will eventually reach his goal.
Now, you might be thinking, wait.
Nope.
If money is a game, how come some people start with a full inventory of cheat codes, while others are stuck doing side quests just to survive? The reason? Generational wealth, plus financial literacy, plus capitalism being capitalism. Generational wealth, some people are born with millions in assets, which means they don't have to start from scratch. Financial literacy, the rich teach their kids how money actually works, while most schools barely teach how to file taxes. The rules favor people who already have money. Basically, the game is set up so that the rich keep winning, and everyone else has to grind like crazy just to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I am actually really curious what the very like top like 1% or even the smallest, like the billionaires, what do they teach like their kids in order to be like to get like the family business going? Because they're definitely the mentality that the first guy had in order to make like the most money, the generational wealth for the family. He definitely had to be cooking something for like 40 hours a week, working to the max, so that the next generation, his kids, when they have to go up, it's already done. It's already a profitable business that they're doing. But I wonder what the dad like teaches them, like values or how to run a business. But like, what do they actually teach them? And but it doesn't mean that what I'm talking about is like the very big 0.1% of wealth. I'm not talking about like, oh, I have a bakery and you teach your son how to bake bread, stuff like that. I'm like talking about the kids that his dad owns literally all of Chase Bank, for example, Bank of America, or this guy inherited the most shares out of like, I don't know, BlackRock or some shit like that. What do you teach that kid, and what do you say to him to like keep making money, keep printing money? Like, that's what I'm curious about. But like, what can you tell him? Like, yo, just keep doing this and you'll be fine. Like, can you teach me that too? Like,
Okay, so what do you do with this information? You learn how to cheat the system. Step 1 is to understand how money flows. Most people trade time for money, but rich people trade money for more money. Poor mindset. I'll work more hours to make more money. Rich mindset. I'll invest in something that makes money for me while I sleep. Step 2, you need to stop spending money like a player with infinite lives. Buying expensive things that lose value equals to playing on hard mode. Buying things that make money equals to playing on easy mode. And step 3 is to level up your skills. The best way to make more money, become more valuable. The higher your skills, the more the game rewards you, because suddenly companies need you more than you need them. The people who win at this game do 3 things really well. They learn the rules early, they make their money work for them, they leverage opportunities instead of just working harder. So yeah, money is a game. And the good news, now you know how to actually win. The bad news, you still have to actually play. So let's talk about how to use this knowledge to go from broke and confused to rich and slightly less confused. Once upon a time, humans were just trying not to die. No one was hoarding gold or worrying about their credit score. They were out there like, do I have food? Am I being chased by a lion? Can I throw this rock at my problems? Fast forward to now, and guess what? Your brain still operates on short-term survival mode, except instead of lions, it's rent, DoorDash, and an existential crisis every Tuesday. This is the problem. Most people are hardwired to think short-term. You get money, spend it, you feel bad, buy something, you see a new iPhone, suddenly your old one is garbage. Rich people rewire their brains to think long-term.
Dude, what is the difference between an iPhone like 15 and 16? Like, I see little to no difference. Maybe a slight improvement in the camera, maybe a few features, but for you to spend $1,000 to get a new phone makes no sense. I'm still rocking the iPhone 12 from like 3-4 years ago, and before that, I was rocking the iPhone 6. For me to upgrade, like a double. I waited 6 years for me to get a whole new phone. But there's people out there that as soon as the new iPhone comes out, they're getting rid of the 16 for the 17, even though they look exactly the same. That makes no sense.
Most people think, how can I make money to survive this month? Rich people think, how can I make money that keeps making more money forever? And that's why they invest instead of just saving. Focus on assets, not just income. Delay gratification, skipping that $5 coffee, investing it, and in 40 years, they own a spaceship. Kind of.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
So, the secret weapon? Compounding. When your money makes money, then that money also makes money. Example, you invest $1,000 at 10% interest. Next year, it's $1,100. Year after, $1,210. Fast forward a few decades, you're rich. The earlier you start, the more the system does the work for you. Most people think making more money will fix their problems. Get a raise, expenses go up. Make 6 figures, still broke. Win the lottery? Most winners go broke in 5 years. Because it's not about how much you make, it's about how you use it. Rich people don't just earn money, they make their money work for them. And here's 3 simple rules to escape the broke mindset. Rule number 1, own more than you owe. If you have more debt than assets, you're playing the game backward. Own stocks, businesses, real estate. Stop financing stuff you can't afford. Rule number 2.
Dude, I found this out like a few weeks ago. You are able to now finance buying DoorDash if you want to buy a Taco Bell or something like that. If you want one taco for $3, you can finance that and pay over a few months, 50 cents payment on a taco. And people, they made this thing available for people, and people actually used it so much that they actually hurt DoorDash because there was a lot of money being borrowed that they couldn't pay back, or that they took way too long to pay back or something like that. I heard about this. I don't know if it's true, if they had trouble with DoorDash, but I know that 100% that you can finance now using tacos, a burger, or not using, eating. If you want to eat, you can finance stuff like that, which I find so stupid because it sounds so American in this society, man. Oh my god. I had to repeat this shit. There's somebody watching. So I found out recently that you have to. I recently found this out that I found crazy, is that you can now finance buying food through like DoorDash or Uber Eats, apps like that. So let's say that you buy a burger now, that's like $10. You can pay over time, over like 4 months, 4, 5, 6 months, with like minimum payments of like $1 a month for you to pay off burgers, tacos, anything like that. You go to like a steakhouse, you can buy it and then pay it throughout time, which I find idiotic, and it's actually crazy because so much people actually use it after it became available in DoorDash. They tried it out, and a lot of people decided to like, yeah, let me finance taco, 50 cents a month, feels like nothing. Like, yo, you are getting in debt for the stupidest things of financing tacos, burgers. Like, you should not be doing that, but it sounds so American that it actually like, pisses me off how much people actually use this.
Buy time, not things. Most people trade time for money. Rich people trade money for time. If your job disappears tomorrow, would you still be making money? Rule number 3, think in decades, not days. Want fast money? Scams, gambling, and bad decisions. Want real wealth? Investing, skill building, and patience. Get rich quick schemes? More like get broke fast schemes. And here's the deal. Poor mindset, future you is someone else's problem. Rich mindset, future you is your #1 investment. Every dollar you save, invest, or use to build skills is future you leveling up. All right, let's talk about why your wallet is constantly crying. You work hard, you make money. So where does it all go? The bad news? You're probably broke because of one or more of these 3 things. Reason number 1, you don't track your money. Most people treat their money like a mystery box. They get paid, they spend, they check their balance and wonder who robbed them. Well, your bank account isn't a murder mystery, it's just math. If you don't track where your money goes, it will disappear. Solution? Start tracking literally everything for a month. No judgment, just vibes and numbers. How much do you spend on food, subscriptions, treating yourself after a hard day that turned into 10 hard days? Once you see...
Yo, I did that like a few months ago. I think it was over a year ago. And I found out that I spend way too much on fast food. Like, in the span of a month. I wouldn't do it every day, but I would do it pretty consistently, that after 1 month, the bill will be like a whole paycheck spent on food and going out, because I would just eat outside all the time, not knowing, because it sounds cheap, but like, you know, once again, the food like that and money like that, it just compounds over time. It might not sound like expensive, like $6, but if you do that like 7 times, like throughout the week, throughout the month, and then throughout a year, it turns out that you spent way too much that you could have spent somewhere else. And honestly, probably could have done it way cheaper by just cooking at home and just learning how to cook, which then again, it's the survival skill that can actually help you. So yeah, honestly, tracking your money, gotta do that. Because also a lot of people have like 20 subscriptions that they don't know about. There's people that still get charged for like a gym membership and they haven't gotten it in 4 months. 4 months of just like what, $30, $10, 20, like 10 to like $40, $50 a month on a gym membership, and you don't like go once. Like, it doesn't make sense for you to like keep going. Just have to cancel the subscription, or like just subscriptions like that just take money out of your account like crazy. Like, I have this one cousin that still gets charged for Planet Fitness, and she hasn't gone in like 2 years. Like, maybe once, one there for half an hour, and they just walked straight out because she did not want to work out. But then again, that's like $200-$300 that you could have saved.
Where your money is going. You can control it instead of letting it control you. Reason number 2, you're not investing, aka inflation is stealing from you. Here's a harsh truth. If you're not investing, you're losing money. Let's say you put $1,000 in a shoebox. A year later, it's still $1,000. But because of inflation, it buys less stuff. Meanwhile, rich people's money is making more money through investments. Solution? Start investing. Doesn't have to be much. Index funds? Solid. Real estate? if you have the cash. Pokemon cards? Maybe not. The key is
Yeah,
to get your money
maybe not.
working for you instead of letting inflation slowly rob you blind. Reason number 3, you're buying dumb stuff. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. Most people go broke trying to look rich. Designer clothes, liability. New iPhone every year, liability. A $300,000 car when you make $60,000 a year? Come on now.
If you have a 700 plus credit score, you qualify for Chase's new program where you could access.
Solution?
I had to talk about this just because I found it too close to home what these guys talk about, like spending money on dumb stuff. It was my birthday and I saw this guy surfing at the beach because I am close to like beaches, right, from where I am. So I saw this guy surfing. I was like, oh, I want to get a surf. I want to try learning a surfboard. But then I didn't want to get a used one. So I want to buy one like just straight up. And me not knowing shit about surfing, I thought like, all right, maybe it'll be $200, $300, maybe max $400. And I was like, all right, I'm going to have to get this and I'm going to spend it as a birthday gift for myself because I literally bought it like the day before my birthday. And I thought like, all right, this is going to be my birthday gift. I'm not going to get anything else just because I want a nice gift and I know I'm going to use it. And fast forward to like a month and a half after using it, but it's been like 2 months and I have not touched it again. I bought a surfboard, and when I first went to the shop, I looked at the boards, and they didn't really have a price tag on them, but they had like a bunch of prints. So I'm talking to this guy. It was like a specific surfboarding store, and I'm talking to the guy, and he's like, "Oh, I have the perfect one for you. It's on the back." This guy takes it out of like straight out of the package. The surfboard was straight out of the package. And this guy starts talking to me for like half an hour of like, oh, you can put this on it, you can put this on it. This is better. This with the wax, something like that. How to stand up, and what I should be looking for, weight, like thickness of the board, a whole bunch of it. Anyways, an hour passes by. And we get to the counter. We somehow get to the counter. This guy already put everything on it. Got my size for everything. He's like, oh, this is a perfect board for you. And then he puts it in the register. And then I look at the price. I thought it would be maybe $400, $500 now that it was brand new. This board was $1,040 with tax. $1,040, and after I got out of that store, I felt so stupid for buying because I just couldn't say no after that. I couldn't say no to the guy after we spent an hour talking and be like, yeah, I actually can't afford this. And I just bought it, and I felt so dumb because I have used it twice. But I'm gonna try to use it again throughout the summer because there's no way. Like the weather's been just so horrible. But I need to use this board more so that I can actually make money out of it. I think I should have just bought a board, like rented a board just to try it for like $30. But no, I spent $1,000 on it. Like that $1,000 could have went through so much different things. It was such a dumb purchase. But then again, yeah, I guess now I can say I surf. I guess I don't know, it's so dumb.
Follow this simple rule. If it doesn't make you money, think twice before buying it. If one paycheck is your entire financial lifeline, you are one bad day away from disaster. Rich people never rely on a single income source. They stack multiple income streams like a cheat code. Solution? Start freelancing, sell digital products, invest in dividend stocks, monetize a hobby. Even an extra $200 a month gives you breathing room, and breathing room keeps you out of panic mode. The choice is simple. Keep playing the game on hard mode, aka paycheck to paycheck life. Or start stacking small wins that make future you rich, relaxed, and unbothered. Alright, want to know the real cheat code to getting rich? Skill stacking. Most people focus on one skill, thinking it's enough to get rich. I know how to code. I'm great at marketing. I make killer TikToks. Here's the thing though, one skill isn't enough. The real money is in combining skills in a way that makes you irreplaceable. Take Elon Musk, engineering, business, hype machine equals billionaire, or Mr. Beast. YouTube, business, understanding the algorithm equals richer than entire countries. And you? I can build cool stuff in Minecraft. And yeah, I guess you could start a Minecraft channel.
That's coming
with
at me,
something,
man.
But
Can't do shit.
step one is to pick a valuable skill. Coding, sales, marketing, investing, video editing. Step two is to add another valuable skill. Coding plus business equals tech startup founder. Sales plus psychology equals millionaire consultant. Marketing plus video editing equals YouTube empire. And step three is to profit. The more rare your skill combo, the more valuable you become. The more valuable you become, the more money you make. And why this work? Because just knowing how to code, 1 million people can do that. But knowing how to code and sell a product, you become dangerous. Like really dangerous. The richer someone is, the more valuable their skill stack. And here's how to start, even if you're broke. Learn a skill online for free. YouTube, Coursera, Google, literally everything you need is free. Get good enough to make
It really
money
is.
with it.
Now with YouTube, you can find majority of things just out there online. Like, I remember the other day I had to like take out my whole like for my car. I needed to take out my whole front what do you call it, headlight. I need to take out my whole front headlight, and I just searched it up on Google, and it had the video for my very specific car, and I just took it out, and I felt like a whole mechanic just trying to take out, and all I had to do was just change a light and a cable. That was it, and it was out there on YouTube, and I felt so proud of myself for not spending like probably $100 or more going to a mechanic and telling him like, yo, I need this fixed, when I could have done it myself thanks to YouTube. And there's just so much things online that you can do. No, so much things online that you can find for free. So yeah, you can use this to your advantage like crazy.
You don't need to be the best. Good enough is just enough. Offer your skill as a freelancer. Build a small business. Apply for high-paying jobs that need that skill. Then, add another skill and repeat until you're unstoppable. Now, the question is, are you going to keep playing on hard mode, or are you going to finish the game once and for all?
You gotta get rich, man.
Hello,
Alright.
my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to
Adobe Video. Shout out to Ross Lynn. Adobe Video, The Science of Getting Rich. I loved it. And I'm actually going to give you a like. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. Oh my god. And yeah, man. I think, what time is it? Oh, it is currently 3:28. Can I get one more video in? Let's see. Let's see. Honestly, yeah, I can get one more video in. All right, let's see what we got, what we can find. Oh my god, this looks like such a good video. Alright.
Welcome to Life After.
So we're gonna start watching a new video, Gen Z Life After Graduation by Where's Dave? I guess it's Dave. Yeah, I guess it's Dave. Alright. So let's start. Wait. on the screen. Fuck. We're gonna be watching Gen Z Life After Graduation by Where's Dave. Let's get started.
Welcome to life after school. The time period you've spent all your school years waiting for and have always dreamt of. No more school assignments, no more studying, no more homework, exams, stress. It's finally time to live the life you've always wanted. Then you finally graduate. When you only now realize how chaotic this life shit actually gets and realize the school life has not been that bad. The first thing you realize is how real this life shit actually gets after school. See, depending on the path you choose to take, you either finish education after high school or college. And when you do, you're now in the real world. There ain't no more bullshitting with your boys in the hallway or even taking girls' phones and running around with them. Instead, it's now time to get to work and pick up your damn shovel or keyboard. Or even fucking wires if you're a damn electrician or some shit. Playtime is officially over. And I'm gonna be honest, even if you chose the college route trying to salvage yourself some extra minutes on the court, that shit is still over because you ought to be out of your damn mind if you think niggas are paying thousands of bucks a year to go fuck around. I still fucked around.
Damn.
There was no more time to be worrying about if Jessica from your homeroom period thinks your fit is tough. Instead, you now have to worry about filing your taxes or else the tax collectors are gonna come get you a tougher fit instead. Remember that exam you stayed up till 4 a.m. studying for? Or that Romeo and Juliet final essay that was due at 12 a.m.? Yeah, that shit's now replaced with bills. You forgot to make sure enough money was in your bank account.
Dude, having a change of an assignment due date and then a bill due date is crazy because then like the actual bill like truly does affect you, which is insane.
Account for your car payment? Don't worry, they're already on your driveway mounting your car to their tow truck. Didn't pay your electric bill by the 1st of the month? Congratulations, you're now sitting in the dark twiddling your fucking thumbs. Remember?
Dude, I actually hope that never happens to me. Like, there has to be a way that, well, I don't have to deal with electricity or stuff like that. I stay with my parents, so, but I can't imagine like you're just like in your room. Let's say you live alone, you're just in your room chilling, watching a show, and next thing you know, lights go out, and then you're like, oh shit, forgot to pay the electricity bill. Like, it will not take like a solution of like a few hours. No, it'll probably take a few days to get your electricity back, or even worse, like your water. Imagine not having water for the whole like a whole week just because you forgot to pay it. Like, that would get to me. That would actually affect me because I'll be so stressed out if I was not able to pay those things. The thing is that once you grow up, like you end up having so much bills that you have to think about. Once you start living by yourself, you got rent, electric, laundry, Wi-Fi, fucking, I don't even know, man. What else? Gas. If you live like on like colder areas, fucking AC. There's just a bunch of bill after bill after bill after bill, and it's just you just have to keep up. You're like in an endless loop where we had to pay your bills, or we simply don't get anything. You live in the dark, which I am not doing. I'll happily pay my electricity bill.
When your biggest goal was to unlock diamond camos for the new COD that just came out? Yeah, now you gotta figure out your way of unlocking financial freedom so that way you're not stuck working some job you absolutely despise for the rest of your life. This shit gets real. Like, this is one of the main reasons why some niggas just choose to stay in school. You ever realize how some people you chat to always seem to be in there? Like, deadass, it don't matter how long it's been since the last time you guys spoke with each other, somehow they're always still in college. Yo, what's going on?
Bro, not much, man. I'm just studying for my statistics exam, bro.
Word. When were you expected to graduate?
Oh, bro, I'm supposed to graduate this year, bro.
Yo, what's going on?
Not much, bro. Just got this final criminology assignment with 40% due tomorrow, bro.
Yo, weren't you supposed to graduate already, bro?
Yeah, but I ended up failing this course, bro, and it messed up my whole schedule, so you know.
Word. I hear it.
Oh my god.
Mecha Break is now available with Google Play Games on PC. Become the...
Yo, you trying to pop out this Friday, bro? Like, they've been messing with sushi. We're trying to get sushi this Friday, bro.
Oh, come on, bro. I would have went, bro, but I just got the psychology exam I have to finish, bro.
Bro, didn't you already retake that class last year? Like, the one you needed to finish?
One class? Bro, I switched programs, bro.
Once you finish school, you're now literally forced to think about your future. Like, don't get it twisted.
That is one of the things I'm scared about. Like, I don't say I'm scared about, but I'm saying, I think it happens very often where you choose one program, and then like after like 2 years, you feel like you're too deep in that specific program that you just had to finish it. But then at the end, you're like, I truly don't want to disagree and want to switch. Like, that's one of the things that, because you will have to pay regardless for completely new classes for you to be able to graduate with the degree that you want. So that is just a whole lot more money and a whole lot more time that you have to spend in order for you to try to get that.
In high school or even college, niggas still had to think about their future, but it was a lot easier to just push that thought away. There was always those moments where you and your boys would be straight chilling, then someone pops the Hall of Fame question,
so what do you guys plan on doing after school?
And everyone would just stare at him like the nigga was speaking in hieroglyphics, and then just proceed to carry on with whatever they were doing. Life's funny because somehow you go from straight chilling, worrying about the new Fortnite season that's about to drop, and now having to figure out your career, your physique goals, finances, woman, the meaning of life. It's just all over the place. I'll never forget the time me and my boys were sitting in a Discord call and some nigga joined Tom about some,
guys, I'm telling you, don't graduate, bro. Just stay in school for as long as you can. This shit is terrible, dog.
And we all just kind of sat there quiet for a moment because it's like, not only did he just interrupt our conversation entirely, but we also don't really know him nor speak to him as often. So for him to join the space really makes you question, bro, what the hell was going on? Mind you, he did everything society tells you to do. You know, go to school, get a good job, pay bills. And we were all on that trajectory as well. So it kind of makes you think about some things. After facing hella confusion due to you trying to navigate your life, you eventually get to the realization that none of this shit you were worried about in school actually mattered at all. The assignments you stressed out over and failed back then, don't remember them.
Yo, that is so true. I remember there was this one girl that wanted to pass this one test. She wanted to pass this one test so bad, and she needed a specific rating. She needed above a 90 to get like an A, but that shit did not matter at fucking all. Cause she ended up not even going to school afterwards. She ended up going to like a trade, and she was in 10th grade, but like she was like crying middle class for a grade that she ended up like 2 years later, like down the line, she ended up not even caring about. And most of the things you don't forget. I can't even remember like me stressing out about any type of exam, but for me it didn't matter because for me, I went to like a community college afterwards. So then when I had to transfer, they didn't care about the fucking high school. They cared about the past 2 years I did in community college. So I honestly could have probably failed most of the classes. Not most of the classes. Well, I'm not saying that you should, but I could have probably like taken it easier on myself and kind of be like a C, B student and try so hard to get an A and like mess with me. Actually, this is horrible advice. But yeah, honestly, there's things that you worry about now that later down the line you will not really like care about like whatsoever. And this could be probably like a relationship, stuff like that. Also, like there's many things that could like bother you now, like a job, but doesn't matter if you don't want to work there your whole life. So like your job, you're stressing out at a job at like 17, 18 before you get like your career going. It will not matter to you. Like your stress is just, you're stressing out yourself for no reason. You should just like take it easier and knowing that you're there for a certain amount of time and afterwards you're going to be working somewhere else. Hopefully.
Niggas you were beefing with, haven't seen them since. Social circles you were a part of, friend groups, popularity, all gone. The biggest one too is like grades. Like if you were to ask me what my grades were for my senior year.
Yo, he's so right about like friend groups and stuff like that because sooner or later they all stop talking to each other. Like most of my friend group I don't talk to like at all. Like I'll see them once every like 5 months, and I don't know what the fuck they've been up to, but I just catch up. And that's the one thing about like being like grown, that you can see your friend after 4 months and still be like really close. Like I remember I went to a trip to DR with a very close friend, but before that I didn't talk to him like for 4 months. He just spawned in one day and said like, "Yo, you want to go to DR?" I said, "Bet, let's go," and we went with the whole friend group and we had so much fun. So if you're like in high school, just don't worry about too much about socially, because at the end of the day, you will most likely never see those people again. Hopefully. I think you should put yourself in a position where you don't have to see them again.
I couldn't even tell you. Like, I couldn't even tell you what classes I took either. Mind you, being the COVID year definitely wasn't helping my case either, because everything was online and kind of a blur. But I can guarantee you, no one remembers 90% of the shit they did in high school anyways. And even
COVID was so easy to pass.
in college.
COVID
It's
was
just
so
funny
easy.
looking back too, because niggas used to stress out over the dumbest things you wouldn't even believe it. I remember it vividly. It was around 11th grade. Everyone around one of my closest friend groups at the time was tweaking over a girl, me included. And it's like the way we were acting, you would have thought it was the last day on earth. It was a combined total of 4 of us. One of my boys wasn't too bad. It's like he was kind of chilling, to be honest. But the remaining 3 of us, fuck no. The first one out of the 3 was so done, he decided to drop multiple songs about the same girl. And I think she actually ended up seeing them at a point. The second one couldn't even stay at school anymore, to a point where when you would call him, he's already answering on his walk home in a damn forest. I lost the ability to eat to a point where we're all at a birthday with food in front of us and my plate's still full. I think I might have took like 2 bites in 20 minutes. Then time passes and you forget any of that shit even happened, let alone realize what you were stressing over was the dumbest shit of all time.
Nah, yeah.
Even when your room is 80 degrees, your bed can be 55.
Fucking ass,
That's
dude.
the pod. A cooling cover that fits over.
Not to mention, at this point in life, no one gives a fuck about anything anymore, especially what you do. Like, you could deadass drop the ball today and say, you know what, bro, this hooping shit's not for me, bro. I give up. And no one around you will come pick up the ball and put it in your hand. Instead, they'll just shrug their shoulders and keep it pushing. You can also tell people you're gonna start a Hall of Fame rock collection. They may look at you with a blank face, but very quickly they'll just say, you know what, bro, I fuck with that. Even if they don't mess with it at all, nobody cares. Which is a very interesting transition, because for some reason when you're in school, that's like the thing, like the need to fit in. Like, I remember everything from the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress used to matter, to a point where niggas could literally shit on you for things like the shoes you're wearing. But imagine trying to do that shit now. Like, you're at the fucking gym and you go up to a random ass guy talking about some, yo bro, what are those shoes you're wearing, bro? Take those off, I don't like those. He might just turn you into the damn Smith machine. Eventually, you realize that all the shit the school system was teaching you wasn't to actually prepare you for real life at all. But instead, it teaches you how to become the perfect worker or employee. Instead of learning important things like how to file your damn taxes, or even how lucrative businesses manage to write off everything they possibly can, avoiding taxation, you now know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yo, I feel like everyone remembers that. Like, whenever I ask like someone what is a mitochondria, I feel like everybody should be able to answer me without a shadow of a doubt. And if you don't, then that means you were just not paying attention in class whatsoever, because that is basic school knowledge. It's like saying what 2 + 2 is. If you don't know what the mitochondria is, I don't know what you're doing.
Or better yet, what the longest side of a triangle is called. You come to the understanding that it would be a conflict of interest to actually teach niggas these things, because then a lot more people wouldn't need accountants. And shouts out to that one class that actually taught niggas about careers, resume building, how to actually ball during interviews. For us, it was called like civics and careers or some shit. And looking back at it, that might have been one of the only useful classes they actually teach you in high school, considering you could actually go use the skills from that class in.
Yo, actually, shout out to my professor, because I did have a class like that, and he did actually help me like land my first job. So I am very thankful for that class, actually.
In the real world, you learn what the older people were telling you was true. You know, you're only here for a few years. You're more than likely never going to see more than half of these people ever again. And you'll be a lot more confused than you ever were once you're out of here. But the one thing that never fails to catch you off guard is what actually happens to the people you were once with. Like, I swear, you get out of high school and it just seems like everyone just does a complete 180. I'm talking the nigga who was quiet and didn't really speak much now apparently has a kid. Like, barely even a year out of high.
Yo, actually, that is insane, because I do have some people that already are parents after high school, and they got pregnant at like 19. Like, what are you doing? Spreading your legs at 19, or just like not being protected at 19? Like, what are you like expecting to happen is the outcome of those actions? Like, I don't know, man. If really just for the feeling, but bro, now you have a kid, that's like a whole lot of responsibility that you have to deal with now. Like, you did not live at all if you did that.
high school, he somehow got someone pregnant and they have a whole ass child at the age of like 19. The kid who was failing every single course and should have been a bum by society standards is now flexing thousands of dollars in cash and supercars on his Snapchat story. The bad bitch that everyone thought was the finest specimen on this planet Earth became big as shit for some reason. It actually just gets ridiculous. What was always funny is when your school would do the whole most likely to thing. Like most likely to become a millionaire, or even most likely to end up homeless living underneath a bridge, and then just slap the person's face on it. Like, what the f? Why did they do this, bro? Then some years pass by and you see where these people ended up, and it just has zero correlation with what they were supposed to become. Like, I'm talking the nigga who was supposed to be super successful and a millionaire by 25 is damn near homeless. Like, what the f happened? Granted, life's a never-ending journey, so who's to say they won't get there? But it's just funny to see the path that some people ended up on. The people you chat with and were hella close with in school seem to literally disappear once you graduate. And I can't lie, to some extent I was definitely this guy right here. I do not know where anyone went or what they're up to. Like, I still have my close circle of people that I kind of talk to on a regular basis, but apart from that, not a fucking clue in the world. I don't know where anyone is. COVID kind of forced this shit on us early too. Because I remember back in that first lockdown, it really made you realize who you talk to on a day-to-day basis if it wasn't school-related. Then you have the people that forget high school ended years ago. Like, I remember once my boy showed me this post, and it was that-ass a video of a girl calling out someone we used to go to high school with as if they were still beefing in, like, it's 10th grade. Like, she was that-ass name-dropping the high school and, like, tagging a bunch of people as if they still go to school together. It's like, what the hell? What are we doing? Running into people you used to go to school with is always funny as hell, too. Because it's like, there's not really much to say. It's always just on some,
Yo, how have you been, bro? I haven't seen you in a while, bro.
Yo, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. I've been chilling, bro. I've been chilling. What's going on?
Not much, bro. You know, I've been chilling. I've been chilling as well, bro.
Yeah.
Yup.
All in all, life after school
really
gets real.
that.
Your attention shifts from worrying
So,
about assignments.
I don't know if you guys have met somebody after high school, after like years of not seeing them. It's just so awkward. And especially with somebody that you don't know, that you didn't talk to. It's one thing that you see like your friend from like years ago, but it's another thing just seeing a person that you talked to maybe a few times when you were there. Because then it's just like weird stares that you're just like looking at each other walking past you like. No, it's so awkward.
And exams to figuring out the best possible financial plans. You finally start to realize what you care about in life and what actually matters. People around you seem to either do a complete 180 or just disappear off the face of the earth. I mean, you tell me, do you think the reason why everyone loves school so much is because it distracts you from the bittersweet reality of what we so call life? Or is life after school not that bad? You just gotta get out there and start living. I
don't know.
I gotta cut this shit off again, man. I'm starting to sound crazy again, bruh.
I really like that video.
What's your worst assignment horror story?
You gotta like. And yeah, then we just stop streaming. But yeah, see you guys. It was fun. Now I have enough content for me to edit and put something out there. So yeah. Hold up.